Hey, Mike.
Hey, girl.
You ready for our yearly gingerbread stout review in March?
You know what? You know I love doing a gingerbread stout review months after we get it. Makes me happy.
It's so good. So we started off this Hardywood box with not really a GBS variant. Officially, I guess it is considered it, but like it was a blonde, it was a golden ale, aged in bourbon barrels. But now we have the OG, the original gingerbread stout. Mike's is going to be a little bit worse than mine. His was canned on 11.7. Mine was canned on 11.4.
So yours is
Oh wait,
aged
no.
way more.
Yeah, mine's aged more. Age is better. Neither of us have had this in the box set, which I didn't realize, and Mike and I didn't realize until we got the box set. They aren't doing duplicates of everything now. No. So I gave Mike my can of GBS, and I got a 4-pack at a Yankee Swap during Christmas, and I was like, oh, Carrie drank them all, but I found this in the fridge earlier in the week, and I was like, oh shit.
There wasn't a dupe of the original?
No.
That's heinous.
It doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah. So if they're not doing dupes of all of them and not doing Christmas Island, I'm not gonna buy it next year. Just saying.
Unless Christmas Island is in it next year.
Well, the whole thing was that we bought the box together, split it in half, and you get the Christmas morning, you get the extra, I guess. But
Yeah.
who cares? I don't care. And if they're not doing that, it's not. It's what it is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next year. Maybe they'll listen to us because you know what? There was no Christmas Island this year. Hardywood. Okay.
So it
proper
is a
glassware. Oh, I should have grabbed my Lawrence, but this works too. This is proper as well.
yeah. So this is like almost pitch black. It's very, very dark brown, virtually pitch black. I get about a finger of head.
Did you see that? I went to go swirl it and it just swirled all over my arm.
Sounds like high school all over again, huh?
Went down my sleeve. All right, let's just.
I said it sounds like
it's
high
pitch
school,
black.
Sean. Jesus.
Yeah, it does. Want to get a nose?
Sure.
Whoa, that's a lot of ginger.
A lot of ginger.
Wow.
You
Could
notice
also
I'm
because
getting.
this is the freshest we've ever reviewed it.
That's fair. It's like, oh, let's review ginger stout. 3 years later.
No, we used to review like like when it was in bottles. We used to review those really fresh.
That's fair. So you know what I'm getting here is I'm getting anise, a star anise. Are you getting that?
Yes.
Like a licoricey thing?
It's coming in with the
The
ginger.
ginger, yeah. But I'm also getting like baker's cocoa, like dark chocolate.
The little bit of like the honey.
Yeah, I'm getting honey.
There's like a sweet, but it's not as pronounced as the rest. But yeah, that star anise and that honey, I mean, and the star anise and the ginger. Oof.
Cinnamon. I'm not getting. I know the can says vanilla, but I'm not getting vanilla though.
No.
Maybe on the palate. Well, the other things are so powerfully nosed. Who knows? You know.
I feel like it could have been last year, or it could have been the year before, where we did have this like ginger wallop in our face, but I could be wrong. Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
Someone else can go look at the previous videos.
Interesting.
Star anise and ginger.
But not much else. It's thin.
Yeah, I was even expecting a little bit of like the vanilla, like you said, maybe the vanilla's gonna come through on the taste and kind of give that like sweetness, like with the milk sugars and the lactose, but it's very thin. It's not missing that like creaminess. It's missing that like
flavor.
Yeah.
It's like dry. Not chocolatey. It's not rich. There's no vanilla. There's no body.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
I like the ginger aspects. I do like that. I do like the ginger.
I feel like the ginger is almost like fresh ginger. It's like it's spicy almost. I really like it. like that part. But I feel like the rest of it's lacking. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, like, and you said this before, like you're drinking what's in the glass, right? You're like reviewing, well, what's in the glass. Like, is this a good beer? I do like it in the sense of I like the ginger, I like a little bit of anise with it, but I don't like that it's thin. I don't like that it's missing. Well, no, okay, I guess I'll stop there because I like all those. I like the factors. I like the stuff that I'm getting on the nose and on the palate. I like that. I like that aspect of it, but it's not ginger. It's not GBS. You know what I mean? Like this is not what I remember GBS being.
Yeah, but it's also like it's lacking like beer. Like, it doesn't have any it doesn't have any of the stout characteristics that you want in a stout.
No,
It's
no,
it might have a little bit of charriness, but I'm not getting any like body. Not getting any chocolate. I'm not getting any vanilla. I'm not getting any richness. It's sort of dry and kind of bland.
it's
Outside of the ginger is very powerfully spiced, but like the finish is very bland. Like I don't get anything after the finish.
agreed. Like all I get on my aftertaste is like ginger.
Yeah,
It's super thin. It's almost like it's if this was the porter, I'd be like, but if this was the porter, I'd be like, okay, like maybe a little bit more thin, that would make sense. But like,
it's more like
this is almost
Schwarzbier.
like,
Schwarzbier thin,
yes, it's almost like dark ale territory,
but
like
not as
a
good because
darker,
dark ales taste better.
100%. I'm like, you can
And
kind of tell too as you're like swirling around. You can tell it's like then it's very cola like, but not like nothing's sticking too much.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
all very
It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste good.
no, and like I'm gonna disagree that like this is no longer the tagline on the can. Tastes like freaking Christmas. No, I don't think it does.
I
This doesn't
feel
give
like
me.
even last year tasted like Christmas.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and check, but like,
Oh, maybe. If the last review sounds like this, it'd be wild. I just don't remember. I remember thinking it was good.
I thought I remember thinking it was good, but I think we did say like that. Maybe with I think we did really like it, but then we were like, oh man, there's so much ginger in it. Let's
Hmm.
let's
I'm
take a
okay
look.
with
How about
I'm
this?
okay with it. I'm okay with being gingery. I just want it to be like good.
Me too. Like if you gave me this beer blind, I'd be like, oh wow, this must be like a ginger dark ale of some sort. But if you told me, but think going into thinking it's a gingerbread stout, if this was somebody else's gingerbread stout, maybe I'd be like, all right, interesting. But knowing it's Hardywood's gingerbread stout, which we've had year after year after year after year, you know what I mean?
I feel like
Trying to find our,
I feel like if it wasn't Hardywood, we'd be meaner about it.
I think we're pretty mean.
Yeah, I think we'd be
Not
meaner.
mean, but like, hold on, I got an idea. Here, what Mike and I are going to do right now. We're going to pause this so that I don't have to edit this, and we're gonna take a look at last year's review to see what we thought of it, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and there's a big difference. So we didn't watch. So this is from the 2023 vintage. This is 2024. We didn't watch the 2022, but in the 2023, we specifically said we did the 2022 a couple weeks before, and we said it was iffy. And now that I'm thinking back on it, I sort of my brain kind of remembers being like it was sort of a letdown. And you said specifically it was muted, and and
Yeah.
and I distinctly kind of remember that. But then Mike said this, and this is hands down like what kind of makes sense now. This is really up there too, but all the adjuncts still come through like beautifully.
Yeah, it is super fresh. The one we had before was fine. It was good, but it was muted. This is like
Yeah,
explosion of flavor, and it does have that like it has that big roasted malt as you brought up.
no
It
roasted
does
in
have
this one.
that like 93% cacao type dark chocolate right over the top, and then you get this like almost like sparkling spices of just cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg. It is just like when you take a sip.
I don't get a. And you made those hand motions in the video.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, that stinks.
That makes sense because the stuff we had last week was so good.
But it wasn't, it had nothing to do with this, right?
No,
Like,
but it's Hardywood in there.
yeah,
They
but
make a good
now what
product.
makes me worried is like, if this is this year's base,
Oh no,
you know what I mean?
you
Like,
made me
is that how
sad.
the rest of the milk stout, the Imperial milk stout variants are going to be? Like, unless they for like different variants they're doing something differently, but like this should still be the base.
Yeah, listen, I'm just giving my opinion here. I don't want to make it weird.
The bourbon barrel one, I think you have, and there's only one of them. Again, the bourbon barrel is only another one. Be interesting to try the bourbon barrel one to see if it's because I feel like with if you bourbon barrel age this particular beer in general, if it's the same exact base, it's the same exact thing as this, you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly if it's the same base, right? Like the bourbon barrel then add maybe some extra flavor, some extra alcohol to it, but like I don't know if you're gonna be able to hide the missing components, like the roast. The roast. Where's the roast? This is an imperial stout.
Yeah, it honestly this could pass for gingerbread seltzer.
Yeah,
So,
I am.
as it warms
Yeah,
up a little bit, I'm getting more like cinnamon. But when it was a little colder, I wasn't getting. I got cinnamon on the nose. I wasn't getting anything on the palate. I'm kind of getting it now, but I'm not getting like I'm not getting beer.
no,
It sucks. I feel bad.
it makes me very sad. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, like, we had this, so we had like the 4 pack, so we clearly had three. Carrie had probably two. I don't even know if I had a full one. I may have split it with her, and I don't even remember what my initial thoughts were like. But we're but if we did split it, it would have been like watching a movie. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have really probably been like really deep diving into it
Yeah.
or thinking about it. But
It's drinkable.
yes,
It's drinkable, but like goddamn, like this is like a thing we're looking forward to every year.
yeah,
You know?
I just and clearly they're like they're they're mass producing it more than they have been, right? Because it's like hitting distribution up here. Obviously, if I got a 4 pack of it, right? So like I don't know if that has anything to do with it. If they have big facilities, so I don't think they're contracting. Like they have two facilities. One of them is relatively large. Um, I guess it's just hmm, I'm more now. way more curious now to try the other ones to see what kind of.
I'm glad we let our cans warm up a little bit. If we had these ice cold, oof, we might have been meaner.
That's a good point. Yeah,
That makes me sad.
oh,
That makes me real sad. Shit.
it does. I get like there was a little bit of sweetness there, but like yeah, it's just not like you keep saying like the thing that you keep saying that sticks to my mind. That sticks to my mind is this like this doesn't taste like beer. It doesn't have like it's a very
This
there's a lot of
it-
flavors.
it's 9.2%, and I'm not getting like any sort of a heat or booziness or anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and like
there's no
given like
heft, no weight to it.
yeah, and it's like I'm sure there's a shitload of, like given the what I'm getting like 9.2%, and like is it worth the 9.2% and all the calories and that shit? Like do I want to
No,
no, I don't. Really
no,
want to it's not worth it. Like I would just rather go open up something else. Like I don't know. That's shitty. That's shitty. This is probably
makes
one
me
of
sad.
our yeah, this is probably one of our more negative reviews in a while, which sucks because
We used to do more negative reviews because we were less discerning about what we were drinking. Like but I think breweries are operating, at least the ones we're getting stuff from, are operating at such a high level that we are like it we don't do bad beer reviews that often anymore. So when we do, it makes me sad. Not It's not even
especially when
bad.
it's
It's just disappointing. It's disappointing.
yeah, right. It, again, like Mike said earlier, it's not a bad beer. It's well, it's not a bad beverage. I don't know the flavor. It is
Yeah.
packed with
What
flavor.
what what it is to me is just it is just a bad GBS.
Yeah,
It's not a good.
yeah,
It's not a good beer, but it's not like off flavors. It's just not
no,
flavors.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because plenty of beers that were like, all right, this doesn't match the the adjuncts that are on the can, but it's a delicious stout. It still has all the characters of a stout, and it's a really good beer. This just doesn't do it, and it's really sad that it doesn't, given that it's gingerbread stout. Because like if you're having a gingerbread stout, given how like well known it, well, I don't know how well known it is across the whole country, like at least on the East Coast, like where you can get it regularly and stuff like that. Like it is a relatively well known, like Christmas in a freaking glass, right? Like that's from, yeah, I don't know. Well, Beer Advocate says Christmas in a freaking glass. Our score 100. I don't know if it's 100 anymore, but like it's a little bit. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I guess so. I don't draw this out longer.
yeah, the horse is
Down,
dead for sure.
yeah, down in the comments, if you had this year's gingerbread stout, what do you think of it? What do you think of Hardywood in general? This one's, yeah, definitely the horse is dead. Hardywood, sorry if you're watching this. This just hopefully next year you I don't know, Christmas Island. I had to say it. Sorry. From there, nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If those are your things, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and those notification bells so you know if I post new videos. I'm Sean. That's Mike. This is Nerdsense.
People are gonna think that we didn't get Christmas Island, and that's why we're being mean about this beer. It's not.
No, that's not it. That's not it. They know
I
it's
know.